Personal mission statements. Presentation by Ava Paskowitz,
Sarah Genter,
Emily Forshee,
and Riley Marshall.
What is a personal mission statement? A personal mission statement acts as a guide for who we want to be and what is important to us. It helps us to make decisions about the life ahead of us by planning step by step. A mission statement can either be personal, which is dealing with your life, or academic, which is mostly dealing with school. In a way, a personal mission statement is like our own personal motto. It's a statement we live by, something that we can always keep track of and keep with us.
Step 1, we would like you to identify the past successes. Spend some time identifying about 4 or 5 examples where you've had personal success, which could be winning a volleyball tournament, that could be your personal. Academically, it could be having all A's in 7th grade. Try to identify where there's a common theme or themes to all these examples.
Step 2, identify core values. Develop a list of attributes that you believe identify who you are and what your priorities are. This list can be as long as you need. Once your list is complete, see if you can narrow your values to 5 or 6 of the most important values. Finally, see if you can choose the one that is most important to you.
Step 3, identify contributions. Make a list of the ways you can make a difference. In an ideal situation, how could you contribute best to the world in general, your family, your future employers, your friends, or your community?
Step 4, identify your goals. Spend some time thinking about your priorities in life and the goals that you have for yourself. Make a list of your personal goals. You can make a short-term goal, which is up to 3 years, and a long-term goal, which is 3 years and above. So a short-term goal would be like, I would like to make all A's in my class for this semester, and then a long-term goal would be that I would like to have a GPA of a 3.0 for high school.
Step 5, after seeing all the first 4 steps and having a better understanding of yourself, begin writing the personal mission statement with all the things that we included.
Your personal mission statement should include Your personal mission statement should be based on your own goals, past experiences, contributions, and your core values in life. Know who you want to be in the future, whether it's tomorrow or next year. So when you're writing this, think about how this is going to affect your life from now on.
2 types of missions. There are 2 main types of mission statements. These include personal mission statements and academic mission statements. They are exactly as they sound. Personal statements focus more on your personal goals, while academic statements focus more on school-related goals.
Personal mission statements. These include keeping track of your health, keeping track of your budget and your bank account, and also planning to change your personality, for example, being nicer to everyone around you. Any personal goal that you have belongs in this category. More examples would include, I want to save money for college or save up for a living space such as an apartment and a house. I would like to start taking sports lessons to get better at that sport. I would like to become more efficient in organization and keeping everything together. Or compliment people every day, especially people that you don't normally talk to. So improve your socializing skills and try to talk to more people that you don't normally and interact with others. 5, keep everything in a designated place. I will try to eat healthier and improve in physical activity. Engage yourself in extracurricular activities. So if you're not doing anything outside of school and you get really bored, maybe a goal of yours could try to become more focused on working something outside of school, whether it's sports, music, etc. Try to be green for a clean environment, and then try something new every week. For example, food, music, or sport.
Academic mission statements. These include keeping track of your grades, planning out your school schedule in order to go to college, and how you're going to keep track of your career. Anything to do with keeping track of school basically belongs in the academic category. So different kinds of examples would be reading more books to expand your vocabulary, improving your study habits, which make you have better grades. So if you do note cards, maybe you want to try something else and that's not working out. Then study more in depth, better understanding. Don't procrastinate on assignments and projects. Don't start on Saturday night when it's due Monday. Don't start on a Sunday night when it's due Monday. It'll just make it harder. Improve work ethic for this new year. Pay attention during class instruction / lectures. Try to listen more. Don't try to zone out. Work towards advanced / AP classes. Push yourself basically. Plan your schedule to fit your future career. Take classes that you see yourself having a future career with. Create a study group you can rely on. Go to study halls that a teacher holds to get better help.
Okay, so we can cut there.
You will be getting 2 goal sheets. The first one right here is the personal goal sheet, and then you get an academic goal sheet. Please do not use our example. You need to make up your own. Don't plagiarize. So,
For filling out my personal goal, you'll write, my goal is to, and then whatever you decide your personal goal is going to be. For our example, we put, my goal is to save 2/3 of the money I earn for a whole year.
Okay. And then the next step is, I will reach my goal by, and then a date. When you put a date on your goal, you're more, you want to reach that goal more. And it just encourages you. So always put a date on your goal so you can stay focused on it. For example, we said that we would like to save 2/3 of the money for a whole year, a year from now, and that's our date that we reach. So fill in whenever you want to reach your goal by.
Next, you need to choose a person who will help you reach your goal. And this needs to be a reliable person. So, for our example, we put our parents or our family. This is a reliable goal person because they will always be with you when you're going to be shopping, and usually when you receive money, your parents will be there to see how much you have, and they will help you stay on track, unlike a friend who you don't see often.
the telephone and email, you don't really have to fill that one out. Basically, that's where you will respond to if you have your best friend who always goes shopping with you or something like that, then you can respond back and forth and see how much money you've earned together. But otherwise, you don't really have to fill out this part.
The next section is, I want this goal because, and so that's where you just fill out your reason for choosing this goal. So for our example, we put, the more money I save, the more prepared for the future I will be.
Okay. For the next step, in order to reach my goal, I will have to, basically you have to plan out step by step how you're going to reach this goal. And we just summarized it, and we said that we would distinguish the differences between our wants and needs in order to save money. So we have to ask ourselves, do we really want this purse, or is it just spending useless money on it? Do we really need it? That is the question. So if we distinguish the differences between our wants and needs, we'll be able to save more money and focus on what we need more than what we want.
Next, you're going to fill out your plan for reaching the goal. And it needs to be specific. It doesn't need to be, I'm just going to save my money. You need to go in depth. So our example was, if I earn $144 a year, I will have to save $96 of it.
Measurable. You need to make sure it's measurable. So you can't say, you can't really earn $1,000. So, I mean, basically it's like your allowance and chores, how much you earn from our allowance and chores. That's how we did it. So I will have to save $8 out of $12 per month. You have to keep track of it. It has to be where you can keep track of it.
Next section is action oriented. This is where you need to plan out how you're going to go through this. So for our example, we put, be wise about your decisions involving spending money. Be loyal and follow through with your goal. And make sure that you don't get like halfway through your time period and then decide you don't want to do it anymore. Follow through and continue with what you're doing.
Next up is realistic. You have to make sure that your goal is realistic. If you make it something unrealistic, you most likely won't be motivated to follow through with your goal. So if you make your goal realistic, you'll most likely follow through and, like we said, stick with it. So for our example, we put, when you start saving money now, it will help prepare you for college and your future, which is a goal worth investing in.
The next section is timely. You need to make this realistic as well, because you're not going to save $1,000 in 1 year unless you never spend any money. So for our, we put 1 year, and it's a month by month plan. So we're going to save so many dollars a month.
This concludes our goal sheet for personal goals. So you can take ours as an example, but make sure you fill it out where it follows every guideline. And this will definitely help you if you want a goal to reach. It's a good outline for you. So make sure you fill an academic and a personal goal out. Thank you.
Guys, I hate you.
This is a continuation of your first sheet, and this just breaks it down. So the first example is, I'm especially proud of the following achievements. These are just obstacles that you faced and you got through them and they helped you to reach your goal. For example, relating to our money saving example, we could say, I was especially proud of myself when I saw something that I really wanted, like a new t-shirt, but I put it back because I knew I didn't have enough money to spend on it. And you're just going to fill out this entire box of achievements that you had during your goal.
Your goal elements, log activities that helped you achieve your goal. So basically what you would put here is things, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just like I earned $8 and then I wanted to spend it, but my parents helped me not to spend it. They told me that I didn't have enough money. And then you would basically just put in the second thing, I'll take action in order to reach my goal by. That's basically the date. If you're doing it 1 year, you do it 1 year from now. And then the date when you saved all of that money and how many hours and minutes it took.
Reflection. How could I have tackled this goal differently to achieve a better result? Did I achieve my goal? Why or why not? What are some obstacles I faced, etc. So this is where you've done your goal and you're reflecting on whether or not you were able to complete it or not. So say you weren't able to complete the money saving example that we have done. And so in this section you would explain why you were not able to complete that.
So that concludes this sheet for our goal planning. Make sure you do this as well because it's pretty important.